What is going on, guys? Eric White in the building, and no, I did not choose my last name, unfortunately. And I've been holding off on doing this video specifically because I haven't necessarily been on YouTube that long. It hasn't been exactly a full year. It will be a full year in November, on the 15th actually. And I've been putting off doing this video because I wanted to get a decent amount of videos up. But upon doing my last videos, I was going through some of my old footage and just looking at all the videos that I made, and I still have the iPhone video on the way. I really want to put as much time into it as possible so that it comes out perfect, and I want to give it to the next level of production and everything like that. And this is sort of a fun video that I want to put out in between that time. So I guess without any further ado, let's just start with the cringe, I guess. So this first video that I'm going to be reacting to is actually my trailer. So a little bit of backstory about this trailer video. When I first decided to make my YouTube video, it was like a Saturday night. The next day I went to church. I was driving home with my brother, and I was like, hey, I know the perfect spot to shoot this trailer. It's gonna be super epic, it's gonna be super nice. And so that's what that's a little bit of the backstory on the trailer for this channel. So let's just go ahead and watch it. Before we watch it, I definitely need to update this trailer. I've been debating doing it for a long time, but now that I've sort of grown tremendously in knowledge and audio and everything like that, I'm definitely gonna work on that soon. But let's just watch. Oh my, I made this on iMovie, all right, guys. I thought this was so epic. When I was recording this for the first time, I was like, wow, that looks like a movie. And I'm sitting here and I'm going through all this on iMovie of all. Now, nothing against iMovie. Let me preface that. There's nothing wrong with iMovie. If you are just starting out and you're basic level video editor, you don't know what the heck you're doing, iMovie is great. Pretty much everyone has it. It's free. It has all the basic tools that you would need to start video editing. That's where I started. So this, let's just continue. What is going on? Audio sounds terrible. No, I did not choose my last name. Make sure if you guys are new here that you go down below, click the subscribe button so you can join Innovation Nation, see everything that's going on around here. My goal for this channel is pretty simple. I want everyone who knows nothing about tech. So when I first made this video, I wanted it to be super epic. I wanted it to be like, oh yeah, this is the best trailer. I have no idea what I was thinking back then. I shot this on the same phone that I'm shooting right now, but the reason why this recording looks better than this one is because shutter speed, ISO, there's a whole bunch of different technicalities that I can go into, but I've learned how to utilize the camera. And basically, I just went on the street and I pushed record. I had my brother recording this on the other side. He was just recording me. And I just shot the trailer for this video. The audio sounds terrible. I didn't have a designated mic. I was literally on the side of a freeway just talking. You can barely hear me. I thought I was being super cool. I was like raising the audio levels. I was like, oh yeah, there it is. There's my voice. Like I thought I was doing the most back then. Technology and people who know a lot about technology to be able to come together and get something out of my videos. It's that simple. I have a new video coming out for you guys in about a week. Make sure you stay tuned for that. That was a lie. That was supposed to be the Galaxy Note 8 review. Still have yet to make that review. Still have yet to make that review at all, by the way. What has it been, like almost a year now? It's been like eight months, and they're still waiting. We're still waiting for that video. We're still waiting. So anyway, let's continue. And I will see you guys on top. I had such a basic look. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Like that basic level, like 2006. Just oh my god, I cannot. Wow. Man. That's definitely something else, man. That was an interesting blast to the past. And the funny thing is, it hasn't even been a full year yet. And I didn't want to make this video, but I just felt like I guess it was the right time. I don't necessarily have a whole bunch of video ideas right now. And the iPhone 6 video, I really want to make that perfect. So that's going to be on the way soon. But that was an interesting video. Now, that was the first video. That was the trailer. I'm going to regret doing this, one, because the video is so long, and two, just because it's so cringy. But now we're going to look at technically the very first official video that I put on my channel, and that is Android versus iOS. Oh, I'm going to regret doing this. 16 minutes. Now, before we start this video, I forgot to mention, it took me 3 days to make this video, and I'm not kidding. I don't mean I did it this day. I literally mean 3 full days of me sitting down at that computer and trying to, oh, by the way, welcome to the Uchiha clan. I forgot to say that. This is the Uchiha clan. I had no idea what I was doing as far as video editing goes. I had just barely switched to a new video editing software. I think it was that one. I switched to that video editing software. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was that one. And after switching to that, I had no idea what rendering was. I didn't know what clipping. I didn't know audio levels. The camera that I was using was not that great. There was just so many things that I did not have a full grasp of. I didn't understand the concept of. And so we're going to see that in this video. What is going on, guys? Eric White here. Thank you guys for joining me on this channel. Welcome back home. This video is going to be a little bit long, so kick your feet up, get some popcorn, find your dog or something, I don't know. But let's just get right into the video. What am I? So, what should I even say first? Stopped wearing hats, hair got too long. Might start doing that because I recently cut my hair. I had a boring, plain background. Like, if you look at that, just straight wall. I didn't have any decorations. I didn't have anything in the background. It was just me and a blank wall, which is very boring to look at. The audio, once again, sounds terrible because I was using the mic on the camera. I didn't understand. I didn't know that. You can hear the echo in the background as I'm talking throughout the video. The music and audio level sounds terrible because I didn't know what equalizing the audio means. So I was super quiet, but the music was extremely loud. And it was just a mess all over. And I also thought I had to be super funny. And I was kind of awkward because I didn't understand all of this. Oh, man. I'm not going to get too much into the history, but let's just go ahead and start off with the main features. We're going to start off with the positives and negatives for Android. And then we'll go into iOS and talk about the positives and negatives. So let's just get right into it. So Android was first released in about 2008, and it started off. What is that? What is that? Look at that. Look at this little adjustment I did. Like I was gonna spit hot fire. Just like. You can hear the camera recording. Listen, you can hear the autofocus on the camera. You can hear it. Listen. The very first thing, and that's the price. Now, what a lot of people what what was that? Look at that. And that's the price. Who was that? What? Why did I put that in there? And I said inexpensive and not cheap for a reason. I don't know if I have the guts to watch the rest of this. It's just like, it's a bad video. That's a bad video. There's just so many things wrong. And in no way am I saying that my videos are perfect now, that they're great now, that I've reached the pinnacle of human accomplishment in terms of cinematography, audio, and everything like that. I have so much more to learn. But just watching this, I knew they were bad at the time. Like, I knew I could do better. Like, I knew I was like, oh, that's wrong. But watching it now, after learning as much as I have learned, and some of it, 90% of it, I don't even share on camera. You just see it in the quality of my videos. It's so weird just watching this now and seeing how terrible they actually were. Now, it might just be me because I'm a harsh judge of character for myself, but man, are these astoundingly terrible. Like, I don't know if I can watch the rest. I'm gonna do it for the video, but man, is this just terrible.
Suppose you have too many pictures of your cat and you need more space.
I don't know why I was so obsessed with these weird dog cat jokes. Like, you will see them sprinkled throughout my videos. Eventually they stopped because I realized that it was stupid. But when I first started off making these videos, I was so caught up in trying to be funny and entertaining. And, you know, I was doing a good job, but I guess a decent job, you could say. But it was a little bit out of character for me. Like, if you hang out with me, I'm a very funny person and I'm decently witty and I can think of stuff like off the top of my head. But the way I was presenting it in my videos was a little bit awkward and not fully me, I want to say. Like, there are times that I will be funny and think of stuff off the top of my head and it will work. But like in these types of videos, I specifically made sure I included a joke. And it was a little bit unnatural and not practical. So it came off as awkward and weird because I was forcing myself to do it. And over the course of the videos, I don't know exactly when it stopped, but I kind of just stopped doing that because I realized I was forcing it. And if people were going to watch my videos, it wasn't going to be me being fake and trying to sound cool and force myself to, you know, be entertaining and be funny. It was going to be organic and natural, and I wasn't going to force myself to do it. Wow, that was a lot, and that was pretty deep. Let's keep on watching.
Time on it. That means you don't have to go fumble around with an app store and figure out which app is right. If you have an iPhone, everything will be synced to your iMac.
That actually is a very huge deal, and I've told a lot of people this. That's the reason why iMessage and FaceTime will always be one of the best iterations, the best apps, and just overall convenience that you can have for your phone. Because when you get those phones, when you get that device, you don't have to go anywhere to go download it. As soon as you set up your iCloud, as soon as you set up whatever you need to set up, you just go use it. That's it. You don't have to go in the app store, go download it, wait for it to download, go remember your password, go sign in, go get the other person you want to talk to download it, sign in. Like, there's so much that you have to go through. And when it's already pre-downloaded, when it's already on there, when everyone already has it, it eliminates so much time. You have so much convenience. It's more practical and it's just easier. A lot of people aren't willing to go take the time to go somewhere else and go download this and then go download that and sign in. It makes it so much easier and more practical, and it's so much more convenient to already have those pre-downloaded onto your device. So when I first started making this video, I already told you guys before, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know anything about video editing. I didn't know about bitrate, bit depth. I didn't know about, there's so much that I just did not know about. What I didn't know is if you moved the files that you moved onto the project, like if they were on the desktop and you moved them to a hard drive, you would have to relocate those files so the video editing software would know where to put those files from. And I did not know that. So when I opened up the video editing software the next day to continue editing it, I think I had moved those files to a different location, and I forgot to tell the editing software where one of the pictures actually was. So that picture of, I'm guessing what was supposed to be the Galaxy S9 was just devoid of all information and just a black screen because I had it somewhere else and I didn't tell this editing software where to go find that picture. So you guys were greeted with a black screen, so you're welcome.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. Make sure if you like it, you
almighty push
that like button.
I forgot about that.
And also click the subscribe button, join Innovation Nation, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Where do I even start? First of all, that definitely was not as cringy as I thought it was going to be. Definitely was still some cringe, some awkwardness, some weird vibe that I was just getting from myself in those videos, but I have definitely grown and matured and learned so much over the course of these 7 or 8 months that I've been doing YouTube. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that it took me 3 days to make that video. It took me 3 days because, one, when I did the first take of the video, I got it fully recorded. I did not at all like the way that it came out. I came off as very boring and awkward and just very unenthusiastic about the whole video itself. Started recording it again, got halfway through it, didn't like what I was doing, recorded it a third time, and this is over the course of 3 days, recorded it a third time, and I liked the overall outcome of it. The results were a lot better. I didn't seem as awkward, but I was forcing myself a little bit, which was a little bit weird. And basically that's the outcome of that. Now the other thing was, the reason why you hear that little in the middle of the video was because I definitely was not as good as talking in front of the camera as I am right now. I had to do multiple takes just to say one sentence. One, because I had so much information that I was trying to remember, and two, because I was just overall not used to talking in front of a camera yet. I was still pretty awkward and not at that stage where I am now, where I can do whatever I want in front of the camera and not be as nervous about it. A lot of the stuff that I'm gonna say I already have in my head, or if I don't, I have a little script right in front of me so I can just read it off, and I know a majority of the things that I want to say before I push record on the camera. So I wasn't as bad in front of the camera as I was back then. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked that video. It wasn't as funny and as cringy as I thought it was going to be. I was hoping it would be a little bit more funny for you guys, but hopefully you guys still liked it. That review is coming very soon. I promise. I'm going to start shooting the B-roll and get everything ready for you guys, so it'll be out next week. If you guys are new, click the sub button, join Innovation Nation, and I will see you guys in the next one.